breaking down how to mark your support and resistance, and how to mark your swing highs and swing lows, how to identify the market structure, okay, how to identify the highs and lows and the market direction. Okay, so stay tuned as I'm breaking down to you. Okay, so as you can see, this is the 4-hour time frame. In 4-hour time frame, you can see that price was going bullish. Okay, from this point we can be able to see that price was forming high, lows, okay, lower high, higher high, lower low, lower high, higher high, okay, higher low, higher high. So at this point price reached this point and the sellers came in, pushed price all the way down here. It closed bearish and the managed to push price all the way down and the broke what we call the market structure here. Okay, so once price breaks this lower high, we can see that price has changed the direction. Okay, so here this point we mark as the resistance. Okay, this is the resistance. Why? Because price fails to close higher high. Okay, but it ended up closing lower high here. Okay, at this point, so you can be able to see that price closed here lower high at this point here. Okay, this point here, yeah, started building lows. Okay, so from this point you can be able to see that from at this point, the moment price pushed from all the way up, from the resistance, price came here, broke this, then it was tested. The moment it reached this point, we enter a sell targeting this lower high. Okay, this is the lower high here, and price pushed all further down here, reached the point where sellers had more momentum. I mean, buyers were a bunch of buyers here, but if price fails to close lower low, it ended up rejecting. Price came again, failed to close lower low, rejected, and the buyers kicked in, pushed price all the way up. It went to retest at this lower high here. Then price, anything above, anything below this point is sell. So the moment price came back, closed the bearish, we have to take a sell up to this point. But unfortunately, price failed to close what we call lower low, but it ended up closing lower high here and started building highs. Okay, so after closing lower high, it went all the way up here. Price break this, what we call formed the high. Okay, so once price formed the high, we can see that price has changed the direction. We are waiting for price to close, to form the lower high, then we continue with the bullish. Okay, mind you, at this point price caused what we call the break of market structure at this point. Okay, you can see that price break this high, okay, previous low here, it closed above here, so we're waiting for price to come and form the lower high, then continue moving up. Okay, as you can see, this is the change of market structure. Price formed here, okay, and we continued forming what we call lower high, okay, lower high. So now price is building highs, so we can see that the sellers no longer have momentum to push price down here, but it ended up closing what we call lower high, lower high. So the moment price it also blocked this previous higher low here, closed above here, and also created what we call break the market structure to the previous lower high here, and we are expecting price to push. After breaking this, we'll continue push until this point here. Okay, so this is how to draw the support and resistance. Okay, anything below this, anything, so price is just between the support, resistance and the support, and anything that breaks the low, price changes the direction. Okay, anything below this level it's a sell. Okay, and anything above this level it's a buy. So we are looking for buy. Once price break this lower high here, we continue buying until this point. Mind you, we are buying from sellers into buyers. So this is a point where sellers pushed price all the way down here. Buyers came here, kicked in, and again at this point we had a bunch of sellers pushed price down here but fails to close lower low. Buyers came in, pushed the market up and started consolidating, then it break this previous high. Okay, then sellers came in again, he pushed price down here. So the moment price is going to continue coming this point level here, we will continue adding more buys to the upside. Okay, as you can see, I took these buys from here. You can be able to see that I entered these buys in 30 minutes time frame. In 30 minutes time frame, you can be able to see that price kicked all the way, sells, price pushed all the way down here. Sellers had power to push in until it is this point where the bunch of buyers kicked in, pushed price all the way up and close above here. Sellers came here but fails to close lower low. It ended up creating the support here. Then buyers came in, broke the market structure, and the price started building highs. Mind you, here it took what we call an inducement and caused price to break above here. We tested and continue moving. Okay, so I'll be waiting for price when I switch into 1 hour time frame. I'll be waiting for price to come back to this point. I'll be waiting for price to come back to this point where it caused an indication or the break of market structure to this level here. At this level here, break of market structure to this level here. The moment price approaches this, we are going to continue buying. We're going to continue buying up to this level here. Okay, that's where you've seen I've pressed my TP level to here. Okay, so stay tuned and never forget to subscribe and like, comment.